Good morning, good evening and good afternoon, traders all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live from sunny and beautiful Brazil. Today is lesson 4, the market structure and trends. And we received 2 emails. Dear FXPassion, I don't understand the relevant highs and lows. No problem, we're going to talk about that. And also we received an email. Dear FXPassion, I have difficulties with highs and lows and also the relevant highs and lows. So let's start the webinar. This is Forex Trading Course 101. Remember the 3 pillars: the strategy, the system, the risk management, the psychology. Everybody, the psychology is the big one. And those are the modules. We are still in the basic module, market structure, highs and lows and trends. And remember, we're going to stay most likely a month talking about the market structure, highs and lows. And today and tomorrow we're going to talk about the relevant highs and lows. Also remember, as a beginner trader, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. And the webinars are not investment or trading advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Either way, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Hello Miguel, how are you? Hello Mohammed, how are you? Okay, so let's start the webinar. Now the terminology for today is what we're going to learn is the structural highs and lows. Remember, not trends highs and lows, but structural highs and lows. Then we're going to learn about trends highs and lows, and we're going to learn about the market wave. Hello Max, how are you? Hello MJ, can somebody please type in the chat, I need a currency pair and a time frame? Mohammed, I cannot read, so unfortunately, I don't know your language. Can you please write in English or Portuguese or hello? Now it's okay. Thank you, Mohammed. So I need a currency pair and a time frame. So we can go first with the first email for the traders who have difficulties with highs and lows. I need a currency pair and a time frame, like whatever, NZD 5-minute time frame or Bitcoin 15-minute chart. Gold 15. Hello Rino, how are you? Okay, great. So let's go on XAU. This is gold, right? 15-minute chart. Okay, great. 15-minute chart. Arabic, yes. Thank you. Okay, everybody. So let's go first, step by step, for the traders who have difficulties with highs and lows, right? So what we have learned before is that a high is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values. And what we have learned that a low is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with higher low values, right? And we learned what is a high, right? Every candle has an open price, a close price, a low value and a high value, right? Okay, and we told you that these highs and lows can come in different shapes. Miguel, Reno was first, okay? So we're going to check NZD later when we're going to explain the structural highs and lows. Okay, so everybody, the highs and the lows, they can come in different forms, different shapes, not always like this, right? The perfect triangle. So where is Reno, I hope I pronounced correctly your name. So this is the 15-minute chart, right? And we're going to compress the chart like this. Okay, and we are going to take a look at this uptrend. Okay, we are going to start from here. Okay, and we are going to go up, up, and we're going to try to identify highs and lows. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. And okay, so I'm going to zoom in, everybody. Zoom in so you can see. Okay, question number 1. Is this candle, the white candle, is this a low, everybody? Is this a low? Is this a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with higher low values? Is this a low? You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know, no problem. Is this a low? It is, right? Because you have a central candle and you have 2 candles on the right with higher low values, and you have 2 candles on the left with higher 2 values. So this is a low, yes sir. Okay, then we're going to move on this one. Is this one a high, everybody? Red arrow is going to point. Is this blue candle, is this a high? And I'm going to zoom in. Right, is this blue candle a high? Candles, 2 fractals on right and left are higher. Yes. Mikhail, yes sir, correct. So this is the central candle and it has 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right. Great. Max, where are you, Max? Question, is this a low? Now a little bit difficult. Reno and Mikhail and Max, is this white candle a low? Is this white candle a low? Miguel says yes it is. Mikhail says yes. Reno says yes. Max, what about you? Is this white candle a low? It has does it have 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right? Is this a low? Yes it is, right? Okay, what about, okay, now, is this a high? Is this blue candle, red arrow pointing, is this blue candle a high, everybody? Reno is saying, I'm interested in this part 6 trading Fibonacci number, 7 trading crown formation, the rest I think I already know. Reno, we are going to address these Fibonacci's I think in about 3 months, my friend. 3 months, because we are starting the course from scratch, okay, from 0. Michael says no, okay, great. Anybody else? Is this a high, everybody? Red arrow pointing. Yes, I said hello. Okay, is this a high, Max? Is this a high? Is this a high? Mikhail says no, no, no. It is a low, right? But it is a high. Does it have 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values? So let's check, right? This is the center, so we are going to have no high, says Miguel, okay? And let me check here. So this high is higher, so no, this is not a high, right? Yes, local high. No, it's not, okay? No, this is not a high. Not a high, everybody, okay? So let's try to find a difficult one. Okay, this is a nice example here. Is this white candle a high? Red arrow pointing. Is this, everybody, a white candle? Is this a high? Red arrow pointing. Does it have 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values. This is a little bit challenging, right? Especially for the beginner traders. Is this a high, everybody? Is this a high? This white candle, I'm pointing with the red arrow. Is this a high? Does it have two candles on the left and two candles on the right with with lower high values? You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I'm not sure, right? Okay. So yes, this is a high, everybody. Of course, you have two candles on the right and two candles on the left, right? You can always use the trend lines to help yourself, okay? Until you can make it like this, but the candles, the highs of the candle should fall, right? And you can use the trend lines on the left and on the right to help yourself. Okay, in 15 minutes, yes, correct, 15 minutes. Okay, everybody, so I'm not today, but I'm going to give you a homework for tomorrow about highs and lows. Okay, it appears that trading basics like understanding the platform and charts. Yes, sir, absolutely. Okay. Any question? Any other question? No, it's not a high. Which one is not a high? Which one? Let me see. I compressed the chart too much. Oh, Max, this one is not a high. Why not? Why do you think this is not a high? White candle, red arrow pointing. I'm here to help, okay, Max? Why do you think this is not a high? This is a center candle, right? And you have two candles on the left and two candles on the right with lower high values. Okay? So the high of the center candle is here. This is the high of the center candle. Yes, it's a high. Okay, great. So we can move on. Okay, no questions so far about highs and lows. Now let's go back, or not this one, in here. So terminology for today. We're going to talk about structural highs and lows. Remember, everybody, not highs and lows are equal. And Reno is saying, I cannot relearn this, so I think I will have to look for lesson 6 and 7. Thank you for your time. You're welcome, Reno. Anytime you need anything or you have a question, we are here. The week is the key, says Miguel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, and then we're going to talk about the trends, highs and lows. And we are going to talk about the market wave today. Extensions and retracements. And the concepts you need to learn, everybody, is that, let's go step by step. Structural highs and lows are where we are talking about the overall general trend, or in other words, the technical market structure. Okay, so who said NZD daily chart, right? NZD daily chart. MJ. NZD CAD daily chart. It was you, MJ, or Miguel? NZD CAD daily chart. Let's wait for the software to respond. So this we can delete. NZD CAD daily chart. If I'm not mistaken, what was the currency pair? Let me check. NZD CAD daily chart. Yes, Miguel. Okay, great. Okay, everybody, this is NZD CAD daily chart, and if you compress the chart, thank you, Miguel, nice example. Okay, if you compress the chart, everybody, you are going to see a lot of highs and lows, right? Okay, so let's connect first all the highs and the lows. Let's connect all highs and all lows, right? So high, low, if I'm not mistaken, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. I'm not going to connect all of them, but the majority. High, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So as you can see, everybody, we have on the daily chart, the smaller the time frame, the more the waves, right? The more the highs and lows. So highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows, right? Okay, let's compress the chart. Okay, there you have it, everybody. Those are the majority of the highs and the lows, not all of them. Okay, not all of them. There you go. And the cat daily chart. You received the message too late. That is the reason why I answered for previous question and you read it much late. Yes, I have a delay on the answers, Max. No problem. Thank you for the clarification. So, structural highs and lows are not the same as the trends highs and lows. So, the blue quadrant is the structural low and the blue quadrant up in here is the structural high, and in between in this structure you are going to have, everybody, a lot of highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. Okay, so as a beginner trader you need to learn that structural highs and lows are not the same as the trends highs and lows. Okay, and the structural highs and lows are where we are talking about the overall general trend, or in other words, the technical market structure. Okay, so if we go on NZD daily chart, right, those are the highs and the lows, but when we are talking about the overall general trend, we are going to see something like this. Okay, so let's color code this in black, and we are going to connect, right, the high, the low, the high, the low, the high, the low, and the high, and we are going to stop here. Okay, what you are seeing right now, everybody, and don't panic, tomorrow we are going to talk about the same stuff. Okay, what you are seeing, the black line is the structural. The black line are the structural highs and lows. Okay, structural high. In other words, structural highs and lows are where we are talking about the overall general trend or the technical market structure. So the black line is the technical market structure. This is the terminology you need to learn. Okay, and those are this is the structure. So if you are talking about, oh Passion, what is the structure? On NZD daily chart, the structure is down, meaning the overall general trend is down, right? Why is that? Well, because the market is making lower lows and lower highs, right? High, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So what is the market structure on NZD daily chart? Well, the market structure, technically speaking, technical market structure is down, right? Do we agree on that, everybody? The market on NZD daily chart is down. Okay, long term general overall direction is down. The market is making lower lows, lower highs, structurally speaking. Now, what is confusing and what is challenging in the beginning is that each and every one currency pair and each and every one time frame has its own structure and it has its own trends, right? So the concept number 2 is that every time frame has its market structure and its trends, right? Short-term trends. Why like this? Because what means short-term for one trader could not mean the same thing for the other trader, right? And the relevant highs and lows, we are talking about market structure, are the borderlines between extensions and retracements. Okay, so this is the third terminology for today. What is a market wave? Well, the market is always moving up and down, and the market, in order to move, everybody, it must make an extension, right? And then it must retrace. Okay, now it can be in an uptrend structural, it could be in a structural downtrend, it's all the same. But what you need to learn is that, write this down, extensions are bigger or longer, if you want, longer than retracements. Okay, this is a rule. This is a rule, non-negotiable rule. Extensions are bigger or longer, if you want to use another word, than retracements. Okay, so in an uptrend, this is the extension, and then it's the retracement. You have here the retracement. In a downtrend, this is the big one is the extension, and the small one is the retracement. Okay, and remember, the relevant highs and lows market structure are the borderlines between extensions and retracements. Okay, this is why when you understand and learn this, you can easily draw extensions and retracements, right? And those, the blue quadrants, are the borderlines. Okay, so let's delete the short-term trends. Okay, and remember, you are not comparing the last retracement to the first extension. Okay, it doesn't work like this, but you are always comparing the first with the next. Okay, so if this line here, and let's color code this in red, so this is going to be the first stroke, like this. Okay, so this is going to be the first line, it's the red one, it's the extension. Now you are going to have the orange line. So is the orange line a retracement, everybody? And the retracement line should be smaller, right, or shorter if you want. Okay, so this is the extension and this is the retracement. You are comparing one with the next. Okay, now can I draw my extension like this? Oh, I have a low here. Is my extension correct, everybody? The blue line? Is my blue line an extension? If I connect this high blue quadrant with this high, let's make it red, I mean with this low, red and red, did I draw an extension? Is this an extension, the blue line? Michal says yes. Anybody else? Remember the rule. Extensions are bigger and longer than retracements. Is my blue line bigger or longer than the orange line? So let's make it clearer. So this is the extension, this is the extension, and this is the retracement. And still we are talking about the market structure and the market wave. Extension, retracement. Max says, no, you are not drawing the extension properly. Should be lower. Correct. Yes, sir. So this is the blue line. It's not an extension. Why not? Because the orange line is bigger. So in order, everybody, this is extremely important to learn, because if you are doing like this, it would be wrong. So my extension should be longer, right? So this is not correct right now. Not correct. I should be drawing a longer extension. So black, and there you go, black, right? So I'm going to delete this quadrant, and okay, I can go in here, right? Or now I can see the price swings and everything, right? So this is the lower low. That's why we are stopping here. Remember, the relevant highs and lows, we're talking about market structure, are the border lines between extensions and retracements, right? So what does this mean? This means simply that in some point in time the market was moving up and up and up and up and up, and then it reversed and started moving down and down and down and down and down until here. So this is the borderline. Okay? Oh, Passion, how do you know that this is the borderline? Well, until here the market was falling. It was making lower lows, lower highs, right? Not structural, but it was trending, right? Now we can talk about the terminology about trends, highs and lows. So if this is the structural low and this is the structural high, then you are going to have in between, you are going to have the trends, highs and lows. And this is where we are trading as professional traders, right? We are trading the trends inside the market structure. Now, if you want to have a higher probability of winning, you can go with the trend. You can also go against the trend if you are skilled enough. Remember, trading is a skill. Okay, either way, we can see right now we have the structural low, structural high, because the relevant highs and lows are the border lines between extensions and retracements, and in between the high and the low of the structure you have the trends, highs and lows, right? It's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So the same goes in between, right? The market's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs until in here. Stoyan, I have a question. I cannot open Skype right now. If you, I'm going to answer to you later, okay? Or if you can put the question in the chat, Stoyan. Okay, so this is the extension and this is the market way, everybody. Extension, retracement, extension. Okay, now as a beginner trader, remember the rule. There are going to be a lot of rules. The market always starts a trend with an extension. Okay, this is a rule. The market always starts a trend with an extension. Okay, of course the market is moving and maybe it's going to, what was an extension and what was a retracement could be another extension when the trend shifts, but remember the market always starts a trend with an extension. Let's move on Euro New Zealand 1 minute chart. Do I have 1 minute chart? 1 minute chart, okay. Euro New Zealand 1 minute chart. Let's wait for the software to respond. Okay, now this up in here, right? This is the start. If I compress the chart, right, we were in an uptrend until here, so this is the start of a downtrend. Do we agree that the market was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows until here? Do we agree on that? And then start to making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and after that, Euro New Zealand 1 minute chart. I want to show you, everybody, that these concepts and these rules apply on all time frames and all currency pairs. It cannot be any other way. Okay, so this is Euro New Zealand 1 minute chart. I'm going to delete this. Okay, so now let's zoom in a little bit for you to understand. Now this is the extension on the 1 minute chart, right? Then this is the retracement. Remember, you're comparing one to the next one, and this is the next extension, 1 minute chart, right? And then this is the retracement, everybody. Okay, and then yes, we can talk about market speed, but I think it's going to be confusing for most traders, especially if you're a beginner. Okay, can you see, everybody, that on any time frame and any currency pair, you have the market wave. You have the market wave. You have extensions and retracements. You have the market wave. The market is making extensions and retracement on NZD daily chart. The same way it's making the extensions and the retracements on Euro New Zealand 1 minute chart. Can you see this, everybody? It's all the same. The same rules, the same concepts. Okay? So you need to learn this, and you need to understand that the beginning of a trend starts with an extension and then go to retracement, and then is pushing to another extension, is pushing to another retracement. Okay? Now, I hope it's not going to get too confusing, but of course sometimes the market is going like this, right? It's going like crazy, but sometimes the market is going like this, you know, the same market, right? So the first, this one, it means that is increasing in speed when some fundamental announcement can come in, and this market is slower, right? It's slowing down. If you see different extensions and different retracements. Okay, it's not the topic for today, but the high speed when the market is at high speed, is going to have smaller or shorter retracements, if you want to use another word. Okay, when the market is in high speed, is going to have shorter retracements and fast and bigger extensions, right? When the market is slowing down, is going to have the extension, of course, but the retracements are going to be bigger, right? So the extension, big retracement, so the market is slowing down. Okay, now we learned about structural highs and lows. We learned about that not all highs and lows are equal, everybody, and we have learned that inside the market structure, and when we are talking about the technical market structure, we are talking about the overall general trend, right? That inside this market structure we have the smaller trend, the short-term trends, the medium-term trends, whatever. Okay, and we learned that every time frame has its market structure and its trends, right? So Euro New Zealand 1 minute chart, this chart has trends. Okay, maybe not, it's not the easiest way to see the trends, but let me try to connect some of them. Highs, lows, high, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. And let's circle this in red. Confusing, right? Because we are on the 1 minute time frame, but here on NZDCAD it's the picture it's much easier, right? So we are going to have another retracement, right? And then we are going to have another extension down in here. Everybody, is it clear how you are going to find extensions and retracement, everybody? If it's not clear, please type in the chat. No passion, explain again. Not clear, not clear. Is it clear how you are going to find the market structure on the currency pairs you're looking for? On the monthly chart, on the daily chart if you want. Right? Is it clear, everybody, how to define market structure? And the relevant highs and lows market structure are the borderlines between extensions and retracements. Okay, it's a borderline, like in this, like in here. The market is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Borderline start to making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Right? Is it clear, everybody? If you don't understand, please type in the chat box. Passion, explain again. Passion, I don't understand. Passion, you are wrong. I don't believe you. You know? Don't be shy, everybody. We are here to help you. Can you please tell us, not a theory, but how to make real money? Yes, don't risk too much. Don't risk too much. This is not theory. Start risking 0.5% of your trading account, and if the trade goes your way, start to build up until 2%. Okay, Max? This is a real suggestion. This is not theory. Enter a trade risking 0.5%. Oh, passion, but I want to risk 2%. The professional traders are risking 0.5%, and if and when the trade goes their way, they are building their position. Okay, Max? We're going to get there, don't worry, but you need to understand first how the market works. Okay? Why is this so important? Because I'm going to tell you right now, just so this is the last retracement. This is the last retracement. Okay. Why is this so important? Because all the Fibonacci's, everybody, let's take this fall, the yellow line, from one borderline to the other borderline, from the retracement to the extension, right? If you don't understand this concept, everybody, all the Fibonacci's, all the Ichimokus, all the Elliott waves and the super mega JP Morgan Chase robots are not going to help you if you don't understand what is happening in here, right? Now the good news is this: extensions and retracements are predictable. Okay, you will tell 10% or What do you think, Max? What do you think? It's 10% of your account or it's 0.5% of your account? What do you think? Should you be risking 10% on a given trade, or should you be risking 0.5% of a given trade? What do you think, Max? Remember, maybe we are going to get in business together one day, right? So be careful. Be careful on your answer there. So no problem. Yes. Okay, everybody, you need to understand extensions and retracements. Okay, because if you don't understand this, then maybe you are going to position yourself on the other way. Nice example in here, NZD daily chart. And when we trade, we don't have the crystal ball, right? When we were trading, look at this. In some point in time, this was the market, right? I'm going to show you where traders lose money, even professionals, sometimes, of course. We all lose money time to time, but this is a stupid way of losing money in here. Okay, I'm going to show you where people lose money. Not beginners, of course, to be fair. I'm not talking about beginners. I'm going to talk about traders who know their stuff for years already. So, if this is a retracement, everybody, if this is the retracement, and you know that this is the retracement, the green line, in some books there were written need to risk not more than 2% but better 1% and stop trading if have 3 incorrect. Yes, there is no right or wrong about this. If this is the retracement, everybody, right, and you know that this is the retracement, the green line, and the market is moving, and of course after some time you're going to learn about the trend lines, which is the black one in this case, and you are going to see that the market just broke your downtrend line. Okay, so, and you see this, oh, the market broke the downtrend line, let's buy NZD CAD. Okay, this is where, if you don't understand how the market works, if you don't understand the market wave, okay, I'm not talking about the professionals right now, because we have counter traders, we have retracement traders, okay, but the majority of people, you know that 90% of traders lose money all around the world, right? Sooner or later, it's just a matter of time, and they're going to burn their accounts. Okay, and this is why you know that this is a retracement, and you see the trend has shifted. No, the trend has not shifted. Yes, but the market broke the downtrend line. I know, this is where we can talk about smart money and we can talk about dumb money, right? So, and you are going to buy in here, right? Because you have a trend line break and you're going to buy this. Let's color code this in green, right? Because you read the book that when the market breaks a trend line, then you can buy, right? Well, if you knew, if you had knowledge how the market waves, how the market behaves, and if you would have understand that this cannot possibly be the end of the extension, right? Why not? Because by rule extensions are bigger or longer than the retracements. You would not enter buying here. Okay, or of course if you are a skilled professional trader you would enter, but you would know that this is a risky trade either way, because this price movement until here could not possibly be, let's make it in red, could not possibly be the end of the extension. Again, why not? Because extensions are bigger than the retracements, right? So you would buy in here, and what would happen? Bam, right? The market, if you are not fast enough, this is not on NZD CAD daily chart, everybody. This applies on all time frames. This could happen to you on the 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, 2-hour chart, okay? So don't be so naive and starting, oh yes, but this is a daily chart and I would exit it up in here. If you would think that this is end of the extension, you would be wrong, everybody. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You need to understand and learn how the market works, okay? Because if you would buy here on the 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart, whatever, and you would go to bed or walk your dog or have dinner with your family or on vacation, and you are not watching this because you are doing you are living your life, you would lose on the trade, okay? This is why the understanding of market structure, highs and lows, is so important, and the understanding that you have trends inside the market structure is so important, right? Now, if we have learned today something or anything, let's go on EuroCAD. Now maybe too difficult this one for the beginner. Tell me one currency, everybody. Tell me one currency pair on the daily chart. Tell me one currency pair, and we have 10 more minutes. We are going to do an exercise right now. You are going to find market structure on the currency pair of your choice. The first is served, okay? So the first that is going to type some currency pair is going to win. And as Max said, I have a delay on the chat, so be patient. Okay, if not, we can go with the, I'm going to wait for you. In the meantime, let's go to gold, right? EuroCAD Max, okay. EuroCAD daily chart. EuroCAD daily chart. Okay. This is EuroCAD daily chart, everybody. Let's compress the chart. It's a mess right now, okay? It's a mess. Okay, we have, I'm going to help you to, so this is the daily chart, and the market was falling until here. Miguel and Michael, I'm sorry you were late, my friends. First comes, first is served, okay? But this is going to be the, okay, great. Homework until tomorrow. Then we're going to talk about EuroCAD. Homework until tomorrow. Find market structure. Find market structure on in AUD CHF. In AUD CHF daily chart and euro dollar daily chart. Okay, so everybody is going to be satisfied. Homework: find market structure in AUD CHF daily chart and euro dollar daily chart until tomorrow. This is the homework, everybody. Okay. And yes, I'm going to put my email tomorrow on the screen, right? And Skype and everything. So you can send me your homeworks. Okay? This is the homework now. Let's find, we have 5 more minutes. Try to find, everybody, after 2012, EuroCAD daily chart after 2012, oh, there you go. Try to find market structure on EuroCAD. Okay, we have 5 more minutes. I'm going to give you 1 minute, then we are going to go together. Okay, so EuroCAD daily chart, try to find market structure. Let's go. And in the meantime that you are practicing on your platform, I'm going to leave you with this, with the concepts. 1 minute, then we're going to go together, so you can see if you are doing it right or maybe not. Remember, the relevant highs and lows, market structure, are the border lines between extensions and retracements. And again, if you would make you a favor, re-watch these webinars again and again and again until you get it. Okay, don't be so naive, everybody, that you are going to watch a webinar one time. Oh, I know everything about market structure. You don't, right? It's quite common to read a book on trading 2 times, 3 times. Mikkel says uptrend. Maybe yes, maybe not, who knows? Maybe yes, maybe no, who knows, right? But the question is, do you know how to spot market structure highs and lows? Okay, 1 minute is over, so let's go together, right? We are going to check the border lines. So this is the start. The market is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, until here. This is the border line, right? So this would be our first extension, right? This is the first border line. Then the market is making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs until here, right? So this is the second border line, and this is the retracement, right? Then the market started making higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, a mess in here, higher lows until up in here, right? So this is the third extension. Market structure, as Mitchell said, uptrend. Then let's move on. We are looking for border lines, right? So downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, mass, lower lows, lower highs until here, right? So this is the third retracement, borderline. Why borderline? Because the market reversed its trend, right? The market reversed not the structural trend, the market reversed the short-term trend, the trend that is inside the market structure, from making lower lows, lower highs, to making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So we have another extension in here. This is the low of the retracement, and this is the high of the extension. And we are here right now. So if you would correctly perform this exercise, everybody, on EuroCAD daily chart, this is the structure. Structure. Let's make it yellow, just to see better. This is structure right now. Okay, structure low, structure high. And remember, when we are talking about structure, we are talking about the general overall trend. Okay. Now, after the extension is over, This is the last thing I'm going to say to you today. This is the last thing I'm going to teach you today. After the extension is over, what should the market do? It's a must. What should the market do? Is this price movement predictable, everybody? Yes, it was predictable, right? Why? Why it was predictable? Why is the market falling? Is there some mysterious, mysterious creature of the market and nobody knows what is happening and there is chaos, Or is it makes sense how the market waves? What do you think? We have 1 more minute to go. After the extension, what should the market do? Should the market extend higher? Should the market retrace lower? Right? Remember what you need to learn is the terminology. And yes, Miguel says retrace, correct. Right? Correct. Okay. Now, is it possible that the market is going to make a structural lower low with the retracement? Until where should the market fall, right? This is where Max is saying we don't have the crystal ball. The market could fall until here, or the market could fall until here, or the market could fall until here, or the market could even fall until here, right? But if this is going to be a retracement, the market cannot make a structural lower low, everybody. Okay? If this is, those are the rules, those are the concepts. If the structural uptrend is going to continue, it cannot break the structural lower higher low. Okay? And sometimes when the market breaks the structural lower higher low, what does this mean? Well, this is the lesson for tomorrow. When this happens, this means that the structural trend has shifted. So we are not anymore in a structural uptrend, but we are changing the structure. So we are moving slowly from the structural overall long-term uptrend to maybe to a long-term overall structural downtrend. It can make a structural overload, then it will be change of structure. Yes sir, you are absolutely right. Okay everybody, this is all for today. Watch this webinar again minimum 2 times, okay? And remember the homework. Until tomorrow, find market structure and on AUD/CHF daily chart and Euro/Dollar daily chart. Yes sir. Yes sir. Yes, Miguel, you're right. Miguel, you're right. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is FXPassion signing off.